A special trip to San Francisco. Actually, it's two special trips taken about a month apart. One to pass the citizenship test and the other to return to take the oath of the ceremony to be a United States citizen. First, we get on the freeway, Highway 101, going south out of Arcata. It's about a 280-mile trip from Arcata to the Golden Gate Bridge or San Francisco. You do it 6 hours or less if you don't stop much. This is still leaving Arcata, then after about a 6 or 7 mile drive we reach Eureka, and you'll see here sort of the southern part of Eureka as we go by the Bayshore Mall.
Bayshore Mall. That's a big sign of Bayshore. Western Plus.
Then as we get ready to leave the city, we get near Pearson's, which is a building supply place, and they have a gigantic hammer, supposedly about the biggest made anywhere. And there's a traffic light, which we barely made. Then you go a little bit further, there will be another traffic light, and that is be the last traffic light on the whole drive to the Golden Gate Bridge. After that, there's no more traffic lights. There used to be one in Willits, but there's a bypass, so we don't have to go there now.
Yeah, stop filming, you know.
Then it's pretty much open road. If you think you'd like to make a stop in a bathroom or something, pretty soon is Bear River Casino, which they have nice clean bathrooms and stuff. So to get a view of the place, it's a relatively new place. You get a view of the hillside and stuff. So there are places to stop along the way if you wanted to. Sometimes they used to have live music there. Then we have over an hour's drive in the Redwoods. As we go by the Honeydew place, that's about an hour from where we started. So at this point we've gone an hour and there's still plenty of redwoods ahead. The air was very clear here and where we live, but as we got further south in parts of California there were some wildfires, and it's a very warm day. So you gradually see more smoke in the background here. Garberville is a small town, but it's the biggest town in southern Humboldt. So we thought we'd take a turn off the freeway and drive through it so you get a little view of the downtown.
Welcome to Garberville. One of the beautiful town here in Arcata.
It's about 70 miles south of Arcata.
70 miles from Arcata, but southern Humboldt, there isn't much else. It's like a town in southern Humboldt.
If you like this at all, I encourage you to hit the like button. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. That would help a lot. Thank you. Rainbow is just south of Garberville, and they have music festivals there every year. It's a small state park. The freeway ends as we get to Richardson's Grove State Park, or close to it. They didn't make a freeway here because they didn't want to destroy a lot of beautiful redwoods, and they wanted to keep the park intact. You can see the road gets a little narrow at times, but they didn't want to take these trees out. People like them, so they just make the road around them. And if you go slow enough, it's no big problem. Past the park, there's some tourist things, a store and a gas station, and they often have a big festival there in the summer, though these places can get busy. Gradually, as we go along, we get closer to San Francisco. Now we are approaching Ukiah in the valley there. It's a little different, a little drier, not the redwoods, and pretty soon you start seeing a lot of grapevines, which we'll see a lot on the way there. There's a number of wineries around. Hopland is another small town that the highway goes through.
Welcome to Upland, young town.
They have some discount gas stations there. We are now in Santa Rosa, which is about an hour north of San Francisco, maybe a little longer due to traffic though. A lot of people live there, so the roads can get congested, but the roads are pretty good overall. This was a hot day, 102 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're heading south. As we approach San Francisco, the landmark Golden Gate Bridge is ahead of us that we will be crossing. And there is the city. The Golden Gate Bridge is usually used in movies to designate this is San Francisco area. You do slow down a little bit when you're crossing the bridge, and when you get to the other side, instead of somebody collecting toll, it reads your license plate, so you pay online or call in and pay, but you do not stop. We went through Japantown on our way to the hotel, which is right next to Chinatown and connected to it, but it's the closest place to where the US CIS office is, where they do the citizenship ceremonies and you go to immigration. This hotel is called the Financial District Hilton Hotel. At one point it had a different name under a different brand. The view from our hotel room window, and it is also part of what their hotel room is like inside.
Building, I think, west of the Mississippi, maybe just the tallest building in San Francisco. It was built when Bank of America was the world's largest bank. That's no longer the case, and it's been sold since then.
The taller building to the left was the Bank of America Center, built to be the tallest building in San Francisco. The bridge over the road is a walkway from the hotel to a park in Chinatown above a parking lot. It's closed right now for use, though. We took a short walk to the Philippine consulate in San Francisco, but they wouldn't let us in the door. They wanted us to call and make an appointment. This is the building my wife entered to have her interview and to take the citizenship test. Not many people waiting now. Often there's a crowd there. This is the building my wife entered to have her oath taken to become a US citizen. Due to the virus, they would not let me or anyone else in that was not getting the oath taken. So here's some pictures of the neighborhood around there to get an idea of what things are. Of course, the bus stop does give you somewhere to sit. Anyway, there's the pyramid building. used to be the second tallest building in San Francisco. This is some of the line of people waiting ahead of us, spaced 6 feet apart, and there's a line of people behind us, and around the corner still are other people that are all waiting to come for the ceremony. And that's the last I saw of my wife before the ceremony, but it didn't take very long because they just got to the point and got it done with. It was a very joyous and happy event. She has her certificate and an American flag, and then it was sort of time where we knew we needed to hit the road and start the long drive home. You go north on the Golden Gate Bridge, there's a pull-out just on the north side where you can park and come back and look at the bridge and look at the traffic and look at the view of the city, so we decided to do that this time. If people want to walk across the bridge, they can on the east side from near the parking lot. They can walk all the way here, there, back. They can walk on from the other side. And they can take bicycles. Usually on the weekends, they go on, the bicycles are on the other side. But they can, on weekdays, I think they all stay on the east side. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it.